Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's It's Just How I Oil episode. We are going to talk about digestion and the digestive system. So I appreciate you all taking time to get on here this evening. I know everyone is busy. Monday can be a really busy day. So thank you again. And I just want you to know that before I came on tonight, I actually prayed for each and every one of you. I prayed for those of you watching this live and those of you who are going to be able to watch it on the replay, which is going to be great. So I prayed that you'd be touched by tonight's class and that you would learn how to take charge of your health and wellness through Young Living essential oils and our health and wellness products. So, hey guys, I really appreciate you being here. If you have a comment or a question, just feel free to type it in the bar below. And I'm so glad all of you are here. I wrote some notes so that I would not get distracted. So thank you so much for all being here, guys. If you want to ever give a like or a thumbs up, that's always encouraging so that I know that you're interacting with me. All right, my name is Melanie Wagner. I am a silver leader. I have to put on my glasses, so I hope there's not too much of a glare. I'm a silver leader with Young Living essential oils, going for gold. Yay! And I think it's so important when someone's speaking into your life that you know a little bit about them. So let me tell you first and foremost that I am a child of God. I'm a wife to a very sweet husband who is cleaning the kitchen so that I can do this class tonight. I kind of like this time because it was right after dinner. I was like, oops, sorry, got to go teach a class. So I have 4 teenagers, Mary, Victoria, Anna, and David. Bless it. Let's all just take out a little stress away when we think about that. My health, and if you got your stress away, guys, just go ahead and take a big breath of it. My health and wellness journey actually started after the birth of my 3rd daughter. After a few series of events surrounding her birth and their close proximity of age between them, and not to mention a few vaccine episodes that opened my otherwise very closed eyes, I dove into health and alternative wellness and into that world, and I've never looked back. I always tell people I'm groovy, so I guess you could say that. This was before the days of good internet when I started this journey, so I got my hands on every book on nutrition I could find. I quickly began to realize that nutrition and our body's optimal health were directly linked. So it wasn't until August, though, of 2013 that I was blessed to get my hands on a Young Living starter kit. And as I prophetically spoke the night of the class, that was actually taught by my good friend, Michelle Wheel, I had no idea what essential oils were, but I knew they were going to change my life. So now that you know a little bit about me, let's get into tonight's topic. First, I'm going to tell you again, tonight's episode is brought to you by Digest, all right, and Stress Away. Now, we bring in Digest to you because we're covering the digestive system, and we're doing Stress Away because, obviously, I've already mentioned I have 4 teenagers. So we're going to all take a good breath. In fact, when we were eating dinner, my daughter was looking at my notes, because I was looking over my notes during dinner. I was a little distracted tonight. Usually I don't like to be like that, but she was like, Mom, like, are you going to put on some makeup before you teach your class tonight? And is that how you're going to have your hair? So anyway, so y'all, I did go put on some makeup thanks to my teenage daughter for being honest. So I also took a big breath of stress away. So anyway, bless it. If you have some of those oils near you, just grab them and take them according to the bottle labels. Because tonight we're going to cover the digestive system, which is a topic that is near and dear to me. When deciding what first body system I wanted to cover, the topic of digestion was a no-brainer. So we have to keep our guts healthy. That's so important. So thank you guys all for joining. I appreciate all these people hopping on. This is so exciting. Hey, Corinne. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Michelle, Jennifer. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. Let me give my disclaimer. I want this class to be FDA compliant because I would like to continue to keep doing these and enjoying the business and life that I love. So with that being said, I will not be diagnosing any disease states tonight. I will not be addressing them. I will not be stating them by name. I will not diagnose, treat, nor will I claim to cure any diseases. I'm here tonight just to give you education. I'm not a doctor. As I've already said, I'm a wife and a mom. So with that, we're going to cover more than just essential oils and supplements tonight, which is kind of cool. I believe those two are crucial and important, but I also think there's a lot of really neat things on the market that can keep our guts healthy and keep them functioning like they should. So you guys excited about that? Give me a thumbs up and we will get started. Well, since we're going to be talking about essential oils, let me just chat a minute about why essential oils and about why Young Living. Why should we even be concerned also about what we eat? And really, can we feel good all the time? You know, we might just say, I thought feeling crappy, excuse me for using that word, but was just part of getting older. And we might ask ourselves, well, aren't you supposed to feel bad because you're stressed out? No. We are going to learn how to protect ourselves from those things around us and how to live an optimal life. According to Sarah Harnish, who wrote this book, Game Plan, I'm reading it now. It's a really great book. It's a business book, but it's got such practical tips. She says the average person, let's see why it's important to do essential oils. The average person applies 300 chemicals to our body every single day. Now listen to this. 80 of those chemicals are typically applied before we even eat breakfast. Most are from 4 things: from our soap, from our makeup, from our shampoo, and from our hair care. The biggest pollutants in our home are actually fabric softeners, dryer sheets, air fresheners, and scented candles. Don't even get me started on scented candles. Whew, I could go off on that. You're literally poisoning yourself and your family and your animals and all of those around you in your home whenever you use items where you can't pronounce what's in them. For instance, the blue dish soap that you use to wash your dishes, the spray that you use to wipe your counter. I'm learning, guys. I'm getting so much better. What you use to wipe your counters, the processed food that you eat that has ingredients you can't pronounce. Did you know that health and safety data, this is again according to Sarah Harnish, only exists for 15% of all chemicals out there? And even though there are many known to cause disruptions in all of our body systems, yes, all of them, especially a couple like our endocrine, that it's only 15% of the chemicals have been studied. So essential oils are really just a better way. They're totally chemically free. You know, they're steam distilled or cold pressed, depending on how they're processing, they're just oil. So if you get lemon, it's just lemon oil, tangerine, peppermint, lavender. The list goes on and on. There are over 1 million uses for essential oils. Like literally, I won't go into all of them tonight, but cleaning supplies, personal care products, toothpaste, deodorant. You can diffuse oils in your home. You can also have oil-infused nutritional supplements, which allows them to have better uptake in the body. So small changes each day in nutrition can protect you and your family. So wouldn't that be nice? You just need to take charge of your health. In order to feel confident you're getting the highest quality essential oil, I would love it if you would do a little bit of research on our seed to seal process at, I'm going to get this right this time, www.seedtoseal.com. We're going to cover all of the body systems over the next several months, but I chose to teach by the body systems, mainly because that's FDA compliant, and so I always want to keep these classes compliant within the guidelines of the Food and Drug Administration. And also, in the words of Dr. Jim Bob Hagerton, who is a good friend of ours, he says if you support the system and stop treating the symptom, you're headed in the right direction. So those of you just joining, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I want to let you know we're covering the digestive system tonight and how we can operate with optimal health and wellness in supporting our healthy digestive system. The main points tonight we're going to cover are an overview of the system and its parts, okay? This is probably stuff you all learned whenever you were in high school or college and you took anatomy, but we're going to cover it. The gut as the second brain, We're also going to cover emotional oils tonight. Yes, we're going to go there because I'm going to tell you that is really where my jam is on this whole journey. So, hey guys, again, thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad y'all are here. And I do pray blessings over each and every one of you. I already have, and I will pray it again. Let's look at the parts of the digestive system. There are organs, and then there are accessory organs. So I'm going to go over those real quick. This is just going to be a list. So if there's a doctor on here or somebody in the healthcare profession and I miss one, please type it in there. Like, Melanie, you forgot the stomach. I won't forget the stomach. All right, so you start with the mouth, obviously, and your teeth. And that's, chewing is so important. You've got your pharynx, your esophagus, your stomach, small intestine, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, large intestine. Okay, so those are the organs and our accessory organs. In order for our bodies to optimally function, our food does need to be nutritionally dense, okay? That simply means that it needs to be considered what they call macro. You want to look at food as a whole. You don't want to separate it out into its little individual parts, although you can. You want to look at it as a whole, and you want to consume nutritional food over the course of the day. And a lot of that information I have read, and it seems like common sense, but really when you read it, you're like, oh, that is why we do it. I'm reading this book, Think and Eat Yourself Smart by Dr. Caroline Leaf. She is pretty swanky. She's a neuroscientist. She's also a wonderful Christian lady who talks about how our thoughts and our words can definitely set the course for the health of our bodies. So she says you want to eat it throughout the course of the day. And when we talk about nutritionally dense food, I'm going to go over my three. I'm just going to go over three. Well, I'm really just going to cover two no-nos tonight. I'm not going to go into sugar because, come on, guys. I believe everything in moderation. No, I am going to go over three. My first big no-no, big, huge, I'm going to get on my soapbox. Aspartame. No. Just don't even go there. Don't touch it. Don't go near it. Don't even go down that aisle in the grocery store. Put down your Coke Zero and your Diet Coke. Oh, please. Just don't go there. Dr. Mercola, he is a little controversial, but I love him. I've studied his works for years. Has several articles on aspartame. If you want to find out more about it, you can type in aspartame.mercola.com and you'll be able to find out what his thoughts are on aspartame. Oof. Bad stuff. Okay, margarine. All right, y'all. Butter is not the bad guy. Now, I'm not saying that you should go slather a whole stick of butter on your supper, but Harvard Health states that the trans fat levels in margarine are actually considered dangerous. Now, many margarine companies have reformulated their margarine formula. I don't know. I'm thinking, why would I want to eat a food that has been formulated by a company? But I digress. Okay. I always have my rule of thumb in the grocery store is you read the ingredients until you cannot pronounce a word, then you just put it back on the shelf and you walk away. That's pretty much. So margarine is a big no-no. Butter, a little bit. Come on, guys, just a little butter. God made butter. Aspartame, no. Our next no-no is salt, but let me clarify. If your salt is pure white and it's in a blue container, throw it out or save it in case we get snow in South Carolina or wherever you are. I know some of you are far away and I appreciate you being on here. Save it to put out on your sidewalk. I think you could do that. If your salt is pink, like Himalayan salt, or you have the Celtic salt that's kind of a grayish color, that's awesome. That means it has all its minerals still in it, and it's really good for you. It's got the trace minerals you don't normally receive in your normal diet. If it's the other stuff, literally throw it out because more than likely it's been bleached. Okay, so those are my no-nos. I don't like to focus on no's because I want to show you what you can do, that it's really, you can take charge of your health. So one of the greatest things for our stomach itself, which is what we're going to focus on here for a few minutes, is actually aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice is very soothing. I don't have a particular brand that I recommend. I do just recommend that when you purchase it, don't get one that's loaded with a lot of sugar because that's going to kind of delete the purpose. Delete? Did I just say delete? Okay. Dr. Jim Bob Hagerton actually likes the Lily of the Desert brand. I've had it before and it's very good. I've actually also taken an aloe vera plant that I purchased in Florida and like scraped the inside out. You just need a tiny bit of aloe vera juice, guys. It's very powerful. You don't need a lot, but it's very good for you. Probiotics. I love the Bluebonnet brand of probiotic. It is usually in the refrigerated section at the health food store. That is a wonderful probiotic for your gut health. Now, Young Living has our Life 9 probiotic, which is amazing. What I love about the fact with our Life 9 is it has 17 billion live cultures from 9 beneficial bacteria strains, thus the name Life 9. But it also has time release. So it's able to get into the part of the gut where it's really needed. And that's really important. So our Life 9 probiotic is wonderful, a probiotic as well. So definitely you want to keep those probiotics in your system. You want to be able to feed that gut flora. So probiotics, all right? Greens. Now, guys, if you've watched me at all or you've seen my smoothie pictures, thank you for still being my friend after I posted pictures of my smoothie on Facebook and Instagram, first of all. Second of all, greens are just a superfood. I have used Hallelujah Acres barley green for 16 years. Yes, since Anna was a baby. But recently, I have heard a lot of really good things about, let me tell you this brand. I have not used it, so I don't know. I've heard a lot of really good things about Pro Alpha greens, that they just have a lot of nutrients. They're kind of cutting edge. So you might want to do a little research on that. But greens are very important. They're just a superfood. Our gut really loves us whenever we give it greens. So fish oil. Okay, fish oil for your stomach and your digestive health is very important. That may not be something you would have thought of. If you are vegetarian and do not do fish products, you are animal-based products, you can use a flax oil, not flax seed. You want it ground up, okay? Because the flax oil seed really just passes right through our bodies. So you want to get one that's ground up so that you can get that fatty oil that's been released out of it. A really good fish oil, of course, is Young Living's Omega Gize. It can also contains vitamin D, which is so important for those of us who need to keep our vitamin D levels up all year round. Got me? Okay. Another good fish oil source is Innate Choice. I've not ever used that product. I have used our Omega Gize, and I just am such a fan. But I do know that if you're going to find a good fish oil, be sure and get it and get started on it right away. You don't want to take fish oil every day. You can take it every other day, and that's usually just fine. All right, let's talk about what oils are good for our stomachs. Ready? I have a couple of them here, but I'm not going to pull them all up every time because I don't want to spend too much time going over that. I can just tell you the names of them, and you probably have them, and if you don't, I can tell you how to get them. So, Digize. Digize. Oh, let me just show you this little sweetie. Digize is one of my favorites. Those of you who are members of Young Living are probably going, seriously? Because I really love the smell of it now. I love it. One of my newest members, Laura, who I've known, is it whom I've known? Anyway, I've known Laura since I was working and she was in college and she's awesome. But anyway, she hates the way this smells and I didn't like it at first either. But typically when you don't like the way an oil or a blend smells, there's something in there your body needs. Isn't that interesting? But it has peppermint, fennel, juniper, lemongrass, ginger, and tarragon. I mean, I could spend all night just on the components of Digize, but I won't, but I could. It's just such a great oil. You can take the Vitality Digize and drop a little bit under your tongue. You can put a little bit in your glass cup. Remember, we don't want to use anything, but I did find out someone was asking the other day, stainless steel is fine for essential oils, and you don't ever want to use plastic because plastic will leach out The oils can actually leach the plastic into the glass, and you don't want that. And you can also cloud up your mugs. And I know all you Clemson fans out there don't want to mess up those Tervis tumblers. So you want to put your oils in glass, but your Digest, you can put a drop in there just to help with digestion, and it's wonderful. According to Nan Martin, and I know I've told you guys about this website many times, she really is like my BFF, even though she does not realize it. Nan Martin has a website called experience-essential-oils.com. And Nan talks a lot about the spiritual benefits of oils. So she says that Digest can help release any negative beliefs we may be holding in our stomach or in our large intestine and in our small intestine. So I find that very interesting, considering beliefs and emotions about ourselves and how we associate ourselves in relationship to those around us plays such a crucial role in our overall health. So Copaiba is actually known to support healthy digestion. You can only get Copaiba from Young Living. It's a resin-tapped tree that's found in South America, and it's very cool because it actually supports our body's natural response to irritation, so it's very soothing. Our Copaiba Vitality, I don't have it with me here. Our Copaiba Vitality is wonderful to take in a capsule and help with the body's natural response to that. Peppermint and lavender are also very soothing oils. If you want a quick uptake of oils into your body, of the ones I've just listed, or any oils for that matter, you can actually take the oil itself and apply it over the healthy organ that you're wanting to support. All right, so take the oil, put it in your hand, rub it over whatever organ you want to support. If it's your stomach, if it's your liver, if it's your pancreas, I'm probably not showing y'all where these are correctly in the body. Put the oil on and then put a warm compress over top of that and let that stay for a while until the compress cools. And that will allow a quick uptake into your body. And you'll find out why when we study the skin. All right. I know you guys are so excited. You feel like you're back in school. Woohoo! All right. I'm going to give y'all a good supplement that you can make yourself using essential oils. You ready? This involves several of our single oils and a veggie capsule. So just take any vegetable capsule that you purchase. I have found them at Whole Foods. I really like the ones there. You take 4 drops of Digest, 2 drops of peppermint, 2 drops of any citrus oil of your choice, 1 drop of frankincense, 1 drop of spearmint, and 4 drops of Copaiba. You put all that together into a capsule, and you can take that a couple of times a day to support a healthy, functioning digestive system. All right, so that's the stomach. We spent a lot of time on the stomach. I know I didn't spend a lot of time on the accessory organs, but I got so fascinated just studying the stomach and what it does. You think it's just like this little machine down there, but it has so many amazing qualities to it. So, excuse me, does anybody have any questions about the parts of the digestive system? Anybody? It's so weird. This is like my friend Sonia is a teacher at the virtual school, and she said she actually has this robot that she her face pops up on this robot, and it walks around the classroom and she talks to the students. She said it's the weirdest thing, but they can interact with her. So I know I can't really see y'all or what you're doing, but if you have a question, please type something in the comment section below. And if you like this, you can give me a like or a thumbs up. That would be great. All right. Now that we've spent some time focusing on our digestive parts and how we can take care of our healthy stomach, let's focus a little bit on a newer study on how the stomach has been named the second brain. As far as scientists have studied to this point, it is believed that the stomach is the only other organ with a brain-like capacity. This is so interesting, y'all. This just blew my mind. 30% of the nervous system is found in the complex lining of the neurons in our stomach. And there are actually more neurons in this lining than in our spinal cord or in our peripheral nervous system. In fact, Imran Mayer, a professor at the UCLA David Geffen School of Medicine, says a big part of our emotions may be influenced by our nerves in our gut. In fact, according to the same article, scientists were shocked to learn that 90% of the fibers in the primary visceral nerve, or the vagus nerve, carry information from the gut to the brain and not the other way around. Whoa, I know, I was like, seriously? So if you get butterflies, right? We all get butterflies. I get butterflies like even now doing this. Do you get a nervous stomach? Do you feel like, oh, sometimes your stomach is nervous? Well, sometimes you need to think about how you feel when you experience these things, because 70% of our immune system is in our gut, all right, in our gut flora. And Michael Gershon, chairman of the Department of Anatomy and Cell Biology at the New York Presbyterian Hospital, Columbia University Medical Center, says the second brain, which is the stomach, doesn't actually help with like processes like studying religion or philosophy or making a beautiful painting. But listening to our gut feelings can be a way of telling us more of what's going on than we originally thought. That's something to chew on. No pun intended. All right. Justin and Erica Sonnenberg, who are both PhDs, wrote the mind and gut connection is not just metaphysical, that there's more to it. So there might be actually real science behind the term gut feeling, or trust your gut, or gut instinct. We also know that when stress levels are up, okay, remember this, digestion slows down, all right? And a slow digestive system isn't good, guys. We don't want that. We need to respect our second brain, and what it's trying to tell us. So I'll give you a quick personal story. Mondays can be, Mondays. And I knew I had this class tonight. So whenever I have a class at night, I tend to, you back up your day and think, oh, I got to get this done and this done. And I'm still homeschooling my son, who is my youngest. And hallelujah, I don't know what I did wrong as a child, but the fact that I've had to go through Algebra 1 now, 4 times? I really think maybe God was trying to sanctify me just through Algebra 1. I'm not going to, seriously. So I woke up this morning. I knew I had to get school done with my son. He was not getting up like he was supposed to. And I just immediately flashed hot. Not because I was really mad at him about not getting up and getting moving. I mean, we homeschool, for crying out loud. He's got like all day. I was getting uptight myself, thinking of what all I needed to do today. And I truly took a minute at that point, because I knew I was talking about this tonight. So it was already kind of in my brain. I thought, okay, I can get mad and I can freak out, or I can take a minute and take a breath and think, all right, we're going to get through this day. I'm going to get everything done that needs to be done. And I totally changed the way I was thinking about the situation. That was it. And so those acidy feelings that like started churning in my stomach just kind of went away. And the funniest thing of all, which I can tell y'all, I've been homeschooling for 13 years, and I don't know that I've really ever had this said to me too often, but at lunchtime, my son said, Mom, this has been a great school day. We've had a great day. And I was sitting there kind of laughing to myself like, yeah, we really have. And I really think it's because I was able to take a minute and think through that churning in my gut that was already happening. So that's just something I really want you to think about. And I want you to also start asking yourself these questions as you face certain situations in your digestive system that makes you feel like your digestive system may be a little off. I'm sorry I can't be more specific, guys, but I can't talk diagnostically about issues and give supplement and oil ideas all in the same broadcast. That's against Food and Drug Administration regulations. So if my words are cryptic, just forgive me for that. I've really tried to work on that. But when you're experiencing something in your digestive system, some questions that you want to periodically ask yourself are, why did I just experience that? So for example, this morning, when my son was not getting up and I was thinking, oh dear Lord, Jesus, take the wheel. I was already thinking that first thing this morning. I had asked myself, okay, why am I experiencing this? And really, I knew it wasn't that I was upset with him. I was just really more stressed thinking about my day. And then you ask yourself that first question. Why did I experience that? Why am I feeling this? The second question you should always ask yourself is, am I nourishing my gut like I should? Am I taking my probiotics like I should? Am I giving my body the fish oil that it needs, or the vegetarian-based oil if you're a vegetarian? You want to ask yourself those questions. You can also ask yourself, did I eat something non-supportive of my digestive system? Or did I eat something that maybe had been in the fridge too long? Okay, I'm not even going to go there. You can ask yourself that question. The fourth question you can ask is this cyclical? Is this something I experience on a regular basis at a certain time or during a stressful time in my life? Ask yourself that and start to notice when you feel those things, because as guys, you don't have to feel off. You really don't. You can really start to reverse engineer it, and you start to take control of those emotions and those feelings and nourishing your body and your gut and yourself. And you'll notice that you start to feel better. You really, really do. All right. So reverse engineering, find out what caused it. Why am I feeling this? You know, am I really just mad at my husband or whatever? So now we're going to talk about, well, first of all, we know our gut's been talking to us for a while. So now we can learn to listen. Okay, the best way to relax and nourish our gut, now that we see it's optimal to our overall health and wellness, is to ask ourselves these next questions. This next question, we need to ask ourselves this question often. I love Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker, and I listen to his CDs a lot in the car just because he's funny and I like him. And he said that sometimes he would ask himself, because he was feeling a certain way, is this from what I'm eating, or is it from what's eating me? And that's going to bring me to our final point tonight. And that's what we're going to talk about in this realm of emotional health. If I could talk about one topic, it would probably be this one. I love talking about supporting our body with supplements. I love talking about putting the oils on so we can be healthy. But I want to talk to you about this book, Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. Because remember when I asked you at the very beginning, when we're talking about the gut being the second brain, that a lot of times you want to ask yourself, is this cyclical? Why did I experience that? A lot of times it's just a pattern. We have set ourselves up to react a certain way in a certain situation, and we've done it so often. You know, if you're my age, at 45, I've done it for so long. I've probably done whatever this particular thing is since I was 2 or 3. So it's just ingrained in my body. And if we really start to, again, look at why things are happening. I mean, I was gluten-free for many years. I ate right. I exercised. I juiced. I did everything I was supposed to do. You name it, I did it. But I still suffered from emotions that kept me on a roller coaster. And guess where they were stored? In my body. Yep, they were stored in my gut. So one of the oils that helped me restore emotional balance the most were the oils that are found in our feelings kit. So I'm going to read those off to you, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you a couple more questions you can ask yourself whenever you feel like your stomach is talking to you, and it shouldn't be. Because again, we're not talking about just physical health tonight, guys. We're also talking about emotional health. Harmony oil is a blend that's found in our feelings kit. Forgiveness, inner child. There's also an oil blend called Present Time. We have release oil, and now the new oil is Valor 2. We used to have a Valor blend, but because of them being unable to source blue tansy according to our C2CL standards, they have had to change that formulation. Now it's Valor 2. But I want to tell you, when I started using the feelings kit, I had to learn to ask myself questions without judging. I couldn't judge me. I couldn't beat myself up anymore. So I had to ask myself, first of all, why am I experiencing this? Am I nourishing my gut like I should? I would ask myself those questions. Am I stressed? Is this a real busy time in our life? You know, am I eating right? I mean, those were key questions, and you do need to eat right. Yes, it is about nutrition, but I also had to start asking myself these questions, and I wish I'd learned these a little sooner. Am I nourishing my soul like I should? Am I letting just goodness wash over me, like I know I need to sustain me for the day? As a Christian, am I taking that time to be with the Lord and know that the joy of the Lord is my strength? Am I forgiving like I should? Guys, I harbored a lot of bitterness, a lot of jealousy. I'm just being really honest with you. I should always be honest, but I'm telling you, I'm being, I guess I'm really telling y'all some stuff tonight I've never told you, but have I forgiven like I should? I would have to ask myself, have I really let go of the hurt? And the way you really know that you have forgiven someone or forgiven a situation is when you can think about it, okay? Follow me here. When you can think about it without still feeling the same emotion. It doesn't mean that you won't think about it and maybe could cry from release, but if you can think about the situation and not feel the anger and not feel the bitterness, that's whenever you've let it go. That's truly when you've forgiven. And that's truly how you can be set free. Truly, I'm telling you, you want your digestive system to function like it should. I'm telling you, that's what you do. You got to let go of that hurt. You just got to let go of it. You have to ask God to give you what you need emotionally. It might be yoga. It may not even be the oils. It may not. You might need something else. You might need yoga. You might need exercise. You might just need prayer. Prayer might be all you need. For me, it was oils. I did not realize. I would laugh whenever I would read through these books. And, you know, funnily enough, this was the second book I purchased. And I'd be like, that is so woo-woo. Because I was buying the oils for health benefits, period, to support my family's wellness. That was it. And it wasn't until I started digging into these emotional oils that I realized there is so much more. There's so much more to your gut health, guys. So much more than a probiotic. I'm just telling you. So I think I got a little preachy there. Sorry about that. And I think we're about out of time. But this is the last thing I'm going to tell you about the best way to nourish your gut. And I'm being honest with you. When you forgive that person, when you forgive them, okay? When you forgive that situation, when you release that situation, when you get your release oil and you rub it on your feet, do you ask yourself, have I released that person? Have I released that situation to its highest good? So you got to spend a little time on that. Have you released that person to his or her highest good? Have you released that situation to its highest good? Let it go. Let it go. It's eating you up inside. It is. It's not just about, there are not enough probiotics. There might be 170 billion strains of probiotics in our Life 9. That's not what's going to heal your gut. Not if you're holding on to bitterness. Not if you're holding on to unforgiveness. Not if you're holding on to that person that you think you were, that you're thinking you can never forgive yourself for something in your past. Forgive yourself and move on, guys. We are called to a higher calling, and that's why we're here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. That has pretty much been the digestive system in a nutshell. Remember, first thing we covered was the parts. The second thing we covered was great oils and supplements that will help feed it and keep our stomach and our digestive system functioning optimally. The third thing we talked about was the digestive system, now that's being called by scientists as the second brain. And the last thing we covered is it what you're eating or what's eating you? So I hope that you know I am so thankful for each and every one of you who joined in tonight. The best way to receive these oils and products is, of course, to become a member of Young Living if you are not already a member. If you feel like there are oils and products you heard about tonight that you'd love to purchase, I would encourage you to join our Essential Rewards program because then you can actually get paid back for every purchase that you make. It's a monthly auto ship and it's great. If you're not a member of Young Living, I would love for you to join my team. We have a wonderful tribe of men and women who are just fantastic and I love them so much. Oh, I love them so much. They're so sweet. And if someone else sent you here tonight, and please get back with them and be a part of the Young Living family because that's really what matters. So if you'd like more information, you can get on my website. it is MelanieJWagner.com. If you missed any of this Facebook Live tonight, or if you're just joining us, we are about to finish. But you're welcome to watch the replay. It will be on It's Just How I Oil forever and ever and ever, as long as Facebook lets me keep it up there, or as long as the FDA lets me keep it up. I think I was good tonight. I don't think I said anything I wasn't supposed to. So until next time, I do pray that as you journey to health and wellness, wherever you are on this journey, I mean, if you are just now putting down a Diet Coke for the first time, hallelujah, high five to you. You rock my world, because you're awesome, because you're letting go of that trash. Or if you're to the place where you're like, look, I've been oiling for 5 years and blah, 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 then awesome. You're awesome too. But wherever you are on this journey, I do pray above all that you're blessed. And that no matter what you have gone through or you're going through, that you know that God has a purpose and a plan for your life. And that you walk in good abundance. And I pray above all else that you're happy, that you're healthy, that you're oily, and that you live free. Why? Because it's just how I oil. Good night, guys. Thank you.